welcome back to Hi Guys, BDR here, and I'm back with another AQ video. Now today's video is going to be about, Enforcer. Now Enforcer, Protoserium, whatnot, it's a class that's been around probably like when the game just started and whatnot, back in like, late '08, early '09, so Enforcer's been around for a very, very long time. And, it hasn't really been talked about because it's like, for the most part of its existence, it's been a pretty bad class. So around, March of this year, they did, give it a buff to increase its farming capabilities as well. So yeah, so I decided to, take Enforcer out of the bank and, decide to do an overview on it. As usual, I do overviews with on, how to obtain the class, soloing capabilities, farming capabilities, survivability, and then, support and then final thoughts for those who are new. Alright then, let's get started with how to obtain Enforcer. Alright then, so the way to obtain, Enforcer is by going to /join crash site, talking to Tara Via, here completing all her quests, all the way to the Protoserium parts. You want to defeat the Protoserium and they'll drop the Enforcer class. Now, if you're wondering, where the Protoserium is at, I'll just show you. Now you're gonna fight, you're gonna see aggressive monsters and whatnot. There's that. Oops. It's over here. And yeah, you're gonna wanna, defeat the Protoserium. Shouldn't be too bad, 12,500, whatnots should be pretty, simple to defeat. Oh, I haven't been in this map in such a long time. So yeah, let me just get away from these monsters here. Let's talk about the skills. This class doesn't have a rank 10 passive. Alright then, now for the rank 1 skill, it's Jackhammer. Goldberg. Alright, enough about that. Not gonna lie, I can't wait for Goldberg to come back this year. Are you a fan of Goldberg? Comment section below. Alright then, enough about that. Jackhammer, 15 mana, 4-second cooldown, physical, medium range, 2 targets. Unleash a powerful stomp, splitting open the ground around you, applies fracture, reducing your target's dodge by 20% for 6 seconds. Can't miss or crit. Then we have the rank 2 skill, Arc Lightning, 20 mana, 8-second cooldown, hybrid, infinite range attack that deals damage to 4 targets. Burst of electrical energy that bounces up to 4 targets, with each bounce dealing increased damage. Then we have the rank 3 skill, Plasma Bolt, 20 mana, 10-second cooldown, long range attack that deals damage to 1 target. Discharge an energy bolt, dealing bonus damage if you're supercharged but consuming your charge. Applies Flash Bolt, reducing your target's hit chance by 20% for 8 seconds. The rank 4 passives, Quick Like Lightning. Pass, haste, and hit chance increased by 15%. And Grounded. Damage resistance increased by 25%. And the, last but not least, the rank 5 skill, Event Horizon, 25 mana, 20-second cooldown, short range status skill that applies to yourself. Supercharge your armor, healing you over time. Also applies Event Horizon, reducing the damage you take based on your attack power. Both effects last 12 seconds. So what we can gather from this is just like you kind of want to start your combo with the Event Horizon and then, just spam your skills. This class, so far, it sounds like, it could be a farming option, which they did, buff the class to work on, whatnot, but, let's see for ourselves. Alright, let's move on to combos and enhancement. Alright, so this is the build that we're rocking with for Enforcer. Enforcer is a full hybrid class. As you can see, its attack and spell power are quite, balanced, but this class is more physical, hybrids and whatnot. So the weapon of choice, we have Valiance to boost up the core stats. Lucky because this class, does crit, so yeah. Vanglory for increased damage. Yeah, we are missing a bit of, healing intake, but we'll be just fine. And, base Forge for more base HP. Now we got that out of the way. Let's move on to the combo. For your combo, you're going to want to do, 5, 2, 3, and then 4. And then just spam your skills as they cool down. Enforcer, not going to lie, the buff really did work out for it. Because it's just like, damn, this is actually quite damage. 23k nukes are quite nice. Flash bow, the animations are quite nice. Event Horizon is, your bread and butter. The damage so far, not gonna lie, it's impressive. Not all that, but impressive. If you're running more boosts, I think we're just gonna, with like just a 75% weapon, I think we're just gonna cap. The nukes are probably just gonna cap at 23k. But in terms of soloing, this class can actually can be quite, okay-ish, as long as you're not fighting like, bosses with high HP. And or have, forge enhancements, because so far, damage is, impressive. The buffs really did, work out for it. Supercharge, reducing our damage alongside the passive, so far decent. I would recommend, obviously something better for soloing. Alright guys, what's your thoughts been on AQ Roads so far? AQ Roads this year I meant, drop them down in the comment section below. What class do you guys want to see next? I'm always down for suggestions. Especially if I have the class. So yeah. Damage, your 4 skills, your nuke, but you are gonna lose out on supercharged. So yeah. Everything seems to work out. So far, like, Enforcer's like pretty simple to use, just spam your skills and whatnot. Fracture. Valiant's helping out with DPS. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend this class for soloing unless you prefer, long soloing fights. Enforcer in terms of soloing, yeah, I wouldn't recommend this class for soloing, high HP bosses such as the Doom Overlord. If you're fighting like Red Dragon over at Lair, or maybe like a boss with like 50k HP, if you want to use this class for soloing, it's best that you use it against bosses that have like 100k HP or more. Otherwise, you're gonna be stuck in like 3+ minutes soloing sessions, which you don't want to do. You'll just be wasting time. Alright then, let's move on to farm. Alright guys, so for your farming combo, you just want to press 5 and then you just want to, spam 2 and 3 and not use 4. It's just that overall, this class's, main bread and butter is farming. And this class has good animations. While the cooldowns, may be short, as you can see, it could actually, do some good while in farming, as long as you have, your Event Horizon active, you are healing well. If you don't have access to Vanglory, you could probably like run Avarice, or you could just go with like base luck. But overall, this class can actually, be a decent farming option up until like, you can get to like mid-game classes such as, Shaman, Troll Spellsmith, and whatnot. Oh, I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing when it comes to farming. Fracture, as you see, could like one-shot, two-shot, low HP mobs. Damage reduction, less damage taken with Event Horizon. Fracture doing well as well. Reducing hit chance and dodge as well. Just damn. The damage is actually looking quite good in terms of farming. I'm gonna just stop it right here. We're at the 2-minute mark already. So let's see how much damage it did. Okay, within 2 minutes it got 43 kills, which is actually good, especially for like us, for like an early game class. That's actually quite good. Yeah, we are rocking Forge enhancements, but it's like, but still, this is good. This is good. So in terms of farming, this class can actually be like a good farming option. A good farming substitute if you don't have any of the top tier farmers. Alright, let's move on to survivability. Alright guys, so in terms of survivability, yeah, this class can like, reduce damage and whatnot with its 5th skill, heal. But there are bosses, especially modern bosses nowadays, that can really just bypass, its reduced damage and then just knock it out. As you can see here at the beginning, oh damn, we're taking a huge, that Fear Munch is taking a huge chunk out of us. So yeah, that's pretty much kind of like it for survivability, because it's just like, wow, we are getting our damage resistance up, reducing damage and whatnot. We still could like, there are bosses out there that can literally bypass that with like raw offense, and then, turn Enforcer into mush. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much been it for survivability. While it does have some defenses, it can, get cracked down by hard enough monsters, by hard hitting monsters. Alright, then let's move on to support and then final thought. Alright guys, so in terms of support, Enforcer all it can really do is reduce the target's dodge and hit chance by 20% with the Jackhammer skill and the Plasma Bolt skill. Now, in terms of pros, Enforcer is a good option. I'll say great option for people that are starting out, and it's a solid farming. It's a solid farmer, as you saw right there. With the right enhancements, it could actually do like a okay job at farming. That's pretty much all that I have for pros. Now then, the cons about this class is there are way better farming options out there. It's only valid for like the only type of people that are going to use this are beginners, early gamers, and this class has little to no survivability. So that's pretty much all that I have for cons. For my final verdict, Enforcer is a great farming option for early gamers. I recommend getting this class if you're a beginner / early gamer. So yeah guys, that's pretty much been it for the Enforcer overview. Like, share, subscribe. What class you want to see me do an overview on next, and I'll see if I can make it happen. And yeah, like, share, subscribe. Hi guys, out.